So following Tyson Fury's dominant win over Makhmudov, Johnny Nelson recently came out with some comments saying that he doesn't believe Tyson Fury is no longer at world level. And honestly, even though it was a dominant performance from Tyson Fury and Makhmudov never really had a chance and never really even caused trouble, there is a part of me that's thinking, well, I wouldn't say he got dominated by Usyk, but he got beat by Usyk twice. And you look at the new generation of heavyweights, namely, mostly, Wardley and Dubois, and you think those guys are young enough, fast enough, and hard hitting enough to cause Tyson Fury some real problems. And I'm like, well, you've lost to Usyk twice. If you don't necessarily beat Wardley or Dubois, you're not really at world level, because those guys are the world level heavyweights right now. If you can't beat those guys, then yeah, I guess technically speaking, you're not truly world level. I think Tyson Fury's still got more than enough in the tank to beat the likes of Anthony Joshua. And for some reason, the people are saying, well, if that version of Tyson Fury fought Anthony Joshua would win. No, he wouldn't. I honestly really think people forget how limited Anthony Joshua is as a boxer. Accomplished a lot. And definitely one of these guys that got tons out of his career, considering what he was as a fighter, he got loads out of his career. He is nowhere near as good of a boxer as Tyson Fury. I've always said that, and I'm going to continue to say that. I sort of agree with Johnny Nelson where he's saying Tyson Fury's not world level, because I don't see Tyson Fury winning another world championship. Because if it's a situation where, Usyk's got all the belts except for one that Wardley's got, Fury won't fight Wardley. If Usyk vacates, I don't think Fury's in a position to get made to fight for a vacant title, but that would be his only route to a world title, would be fighting a lesser opponent for a vacant world title. Tyson Fury can't go in there with an Usyk, with a Dubois, with a Wardley, and expect to win, in my opinion. Definitely Usyk. Definitely not expecting to beat an Usyk, right? But this is a struggle for me, because if I think Tyson Fury beats next to everyone in the division except for the top guys, does that make him world level? But to be world level, do you have to beat the other world level guy? It's tough. It's tough, right? I think Tyson Fury's definitely past his prime. We're definitely not going to see, the Tyson Fury we saw in the second and third Wilder fight. Well, in any of the Wilder fights, we're not going to see that Tyson Fury. We're not going to see the Tyson Fury that fought Klitschko. Tyson Fury has always been a sort of guy that fights to the level of his opponents. But yeah, I really think those were his best performances and those were behind him. I don't think he's got great performances ahead of him. I think he's got winnable performances. I think he's definitely going to beat some guys, depending on the matchmaking, of course. He's definitely still capable of beating guys, because he's tall, he's tough, he's tricky. He is still a good boxer, and he's very tough, and he can fight out of both stances. And he's always going to be a handful, right? Even if you think you can land on him, even if you think you can get to him, you can slow him down. Tyson Fury, even on his worst day, he's always going to be a handful, right? Even when he looked bad against Usyk at times, it wasn't an easy fight for Usyk. Now, Usyk will come back and say, well, Anthony Joshua was a tougher fight for him. They're mates and whatever. And Anthony Joshua had his moments too. But Tyson Fury is a much harder problem to solve than Anthony Joshua. Always has been, always will be. Right? So, is Tyson Fury world class anymore? I'm starting to lean towards no. But he's still one of my favourite heavyweights. He's still one of the best out there, one of the toughest boxers out there, one of the most skilled, one of the hardest puzzles to solve, But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you agree with what Johnny Nelson was saying, where Tyson Fury is no longer world class? Or do you think he's still at the level? Let me know in the comments below. Another episode of the Seth Solo Side Quest in the bag, and I'm out. Peace.